So this is GameDec. The case you are about to play is just a small part of the game. It may have different outcomes depending on the decisions you make during the playthrough. GameDec, like classic tabletop RPGs, gives you the freedom to approach situations from multiple angles rather than forcing a single solution. Remember, you're the sum of your choices. Time to get down to work, detective. So you can wishlist it as of now. It's not quite ready for release, but I think a quarter or two out, so they're really trucking along. Low City really, this is where we are in the city structure map. Awesome load screen. I love things that are cyberpunk. I think that that's very in right now because people are struggling to gap the difference in technology and real-time socialization. So we have this communications boom and not everyone is keeping up. So I like the roof of the Undercity. Even though I'm standing on one of the lowest sidewalks in Warsaw City, I feel like I'm somewhere at the top. There's a chasm 150 meters below me, and underneath, as far as the eye can see, ruins the old Warsaw. In the distance, the ground cleaner Cyclops chugs while cleaning old blocks of flats. If I sharpen my eyesight, I'll notice in the clouds of dusk and fog the fires of savages that live there. An MCC boy purrs nearby, making sure that nothing bad happens to me. Yes, I definitely like the ROU. Glad you answered. I need your help, and it's not the kind of talk we can have over the telesense. Better don't leave any traces on the knot. Meet me on the sidewalks in Low City near Oyet's Den, you know where. This time your character has certain background decisions made. Some paths based on these choices will therefore be unavailable. Case you will play is just a small portion of the game. Okay. So this was the, there's a second person perspective that's developing. Okay, and I can't change my camera angle. It's a lot harder on the shoulder than what we're used to. The closest that I've seen to it is in Crusader No Remorse. But Stasis Bone Totem had it. That was an incredible one. This one is allowing you to listen in. So it built on that sort of Unity. Do you realize what kind of position this puts us in? Join in the conversation. Cornelia, this man, Ezra Onai was his name. He's dead. Nothing will change that. I understand, Captain. What you need to understand is that closing a case like this will reflect badly on our organization. It's neither your business nor your responsibility, Sergeant Delia. Voice comes from his communicator. Captain, there's a doctor here. His name is Pax, and he wants to. We don't need that here. Sergeant Delia will return to this later. Coming. See that you're a GameDec. Ask about Ezra. Invoke the law. Mention the name, Ezra and I. Oh, I'm a cutie. Do you know the deceased? Yes. Very sorry. We investigated circumstances of his death. If your family member will keep you posted. Might as well say I'm a GameDec. What do I care? Hey, you're the one who got this kid out. Who was he? The son of some BWI big shot? I've heard good things about you. You can come in. I've heard good things about me, too. I'm glad that we had this talk. The Ranger frantically flipped through the data on the Infolia. Shouldn't pay attention to me. Your name is Cornelia Delia. Quite peculiar. What's it to you, pal? I didn't choose my name or my surname. It's from the Rejuvenation era. I guess it's fine, but I hate Cornelia. It was my grandma's name. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. Flew here with an entire unit. Is there anything I should know about it? Wouldn't call it a unit yet. We need to work some things out. So far, it's a group of mavericks. What do you mean the captain struggles with his own demons? He's been acting really weird. Work used to be the most important thing for him. Struggling between his duties and his emotions. No, not like that. Seems conflicted between service and family. I'm not a telepath. Either way, something's eating at him. Drone operator is using an expensive Genskin, huh? Can Outrangers even use those? They can. It's actually safer that way, but terribly expensive. Seen one like it before. I'll send you an article. What's your hypothesis? Did you hear the story the captain's trying to push down our throats? It's a beacon bullshit. He's suggesting the captain is deliberately obstructing the investigation. Brushing dust off her armor. Didn't say anything of the sort. I'm sure the captain is acting in accordance with applicable regulation. What do you think happened? He was shot, but not by a beacon. The human did this. Let's go snoop around. Let's check it out. So this is one of the best, uses of Unity I've seen since, like I said, Stasis Bone Totem was an incredibly haunting. They used it for a thriller, and coming off someone's shoulder like this, that actually does work. Inspecting the MCC beacon. So that's what they said. Stuck in. Stench at my nostrils made my throat swell. Hold on. Reach inside the can, try not to touch its sticky edges. I want to picture the tips of my fingers reached a warm metal object. Pulled something out. So I get an object out of that. Glorious. Sorry about you interfering with my duties. Just make it a bit sexier, Mac. This brute's line was a bit rough. Woman flexed as if she was advertising a new brand of slimming cream. Man, we don't talk like that. It would be unprofessional. It's amazing. I didn't even ask you to lower your voice to essential also, but they'll moan about it because Ms. Brute has a different timbre. So they're trying to set something up. So let's see. Side with the... Can't you see she's had enough? Yeah, give her a break. I'm sure you'll get better footage. Might be right. Come on, Mac. Let's step away and discuss set design. I've got 2 new ideas. So we're dealing with the reporters. He clearly is an android. That's interesting. I wonder if they face over it. They experimented with a hologram during Obama's election, and it appears to be easier to drop an image over a mannequin. So they've been doing that more. MCC beacon has been dragged to the pavement. Didn't even think about it. Civilians can't mess with beacons. I'd like to take a look at the beacon. You have to be authorized. How do you think Ezra died? I know it wasn't the beacon. The cat might know something. It has access to part of my psyche, which I'm currently separated. Real conversation. I like the conversation wheel. I got used to that from Mass Effect. I think it's incredibly handy. Great dystopic. I like the fact that it digitizes because it gives it a nice blend. I was just playing Morrowind and they did that with a fog. It's a really good way to kind of punch it with graphics. Human resembling a woman. Green lips and green makeup. Hard to say if it was real or illusory. She's posing for a micro camera, but I can't see the device. I don't mean to offend you. I don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a woman using a Mobrium. I'm human. My brain is sitting in the belly of this beautiful Mobrium. This one's a purr shell that I made to order. It captures my real features. Cool, right? Who are you? Mac 4, actress and the first model to pose in a Mobrium. Thought my fame was getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well. Here because that guy's death. Did you see anything? No, Martin told me something cool is happening in Low City and I could do research for my role, so I came to the poor guy who was already dead. What do you think about the Outrangers? Sends me a link to the article. Alright, so let's head out here. We have gunshot hypothesis. Somebody shot him. Gather more information. Ezra, it sounds horrible. So they, Stanford had this incredible study technique where they would thought web it, and they're doing something very similar here, only they're building in so that you can reach a conclusion. It sounds horrible, but shooting yourself in the heart is the easiest way to commit suicide. Probably fell into the under city. So we don't think it's a beacon. Are we... Okay, hold on. We think it's a beacon. It's an absurd accident. Somebody shot Ezra. The MCC beacon was only a smoke screen. Killed with a weapon from a game. Let's try this. We don't have enough data, but now we can go looking. So this will help us select our conversation choice. Incredibly well thought out game so far. Really just amazing. It lets you, keep all of your conversations. It lets you advance your character. So it has everything that you could possibly want and that's popular for this sort of game, and it's done in a Unity style, which isn't always, it doesn't always pull off well, and they're owning it with this, because previously fantasy was taking it by storm because they could use colors and so on to advance it, but this pop-up JRPG allows the plot to advance in a similar way without you actually having to act it out, so you can do something more like an investigation, which we always love. So 2 thumbs way up. I adore it. I am ecstatic that I ran into it. Hopefully we brought you something new and exciting. So link in the description below if you do want to play the demo. Check it out. We love getting people involved in the indie community and giving you this opportunity to support a new dev. Obviously they put it out there for a reason. So like and subscribe, totally free. Make this chick smile. We love talking to you, so comment as well. Been in gaming for literally ever. So, we love having you along for the ride. Hopefully we found you something awesome. Also, a link in the description below, aside from the demo, is Gamer Grind. We partnered with a gamer co-op that does coffee. So, hopefully we'll be able to bring some flavor to your morning along with them. We do really enjoy that sort of thing, finding new and fun stuff for you to play around with that's gamer-centric, besides just Funko Pop figurines and so on. So awesome experience. Link in the description down there. You can also buy our merch and support the channel. Either way, we loved having you along for the ride, and we will see you in the next video. Check it out for yourself. It's a great demo. Download it.